Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
And we're back again
with another episode of
Such a Fucking Lady,
the podcast.
I'm your host, Chef Taya, Chef Stacks, T Money, you know.
Ooh, not
I'm
T
feeling
Money.
like T Money today. You know, it's my rap name.
Okay.
I'm in the kind of vibe.
Right. I'm your other host, Shawty Red, aka DeJa.
Okay.
And we out here.
What's your rap name?
Shawty Red.
No, that can't be your rap name. You gotta get something more like R Nasty.
R, absolutely not.
What you mean? It sounds good to me. You don't like R Nasty?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Well, what you got then? What's better
Shawty
than that? What's better than
Shawty
that?
Red. You mean like my stripper name?
Well, I'll take that.
Okay.
I meant a rap name, but if you only got a stripper name, then I'll take a stripper name.
My stripper name would be, I don't know either.
Red.
Red.
That's,
me.
That's a good stripper name.
Yeah, Red.
Red.
That's it. Period.
Okay.
It's just a Red.
Yeah. Well, cheers.
Cheers.
It's another episode.
Ooh.
Oh. Wow. Somebody's pug is really just going in. Huh?
Don't call my dog a pug.
What is he? Oh, a French bulldog.
Bulldog.
Thank
you.
They look the same.
Cheat up.
Don't call him over here. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Well, I just had to get him out the window.
He is not out the window.
He was.
You want to just pull him up a chair in the mic?
No, he was just going to explode. Never mind.
Okay. Wow. You know what? I feel like this is not a good way for us to start our topic today.
Oh, wow. What a way to fucking start.
You know what? Our friends actually might say this might actually describe our friendship. So that might have been a great way to start.
Yeah.
Friends. How many of us have them? Friends. The ones we can depend on. Friends. Can you depend on your friends, DeJa?
Yeah, for most of them. For the most
What you mean?
I mean, some questionable ones in the bunch.
Okay.
So.
Dag. I mean, I feel like if they're questionable, can you really call them your friend, though?
Yeah, because they were my friends before I realized how questionable they were.
So you keep them
over
as
time.
friends. So, but do they still qualify as friends? Because it's
I guess no. To me, it's an associate at that point, but I wouldn't get around them and be like, oh yeah,
it's my associate so and so.
Yeah.
Do you let your friends know they demoted? Like, because I feel like sometimes.
Bitch, have you ever let your friends know?
I'm asking.
I feel like maybe you have. No, I've never done that.
You know
what? You know what? I did one time.
Okay.
I did one time.
And you let her know she was demoted? Or you just let her know you won't fucking with her no more? Like, what was that context?
Yep, it was just like, I ain't fucking with you no more.
Okay. And how did that conversation go? Like, how did she receive the information?
Shit, I guess she did all right.
What you mean? Guess she did all right.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, you want to know what happened?
I mean, I don't know. You tell me.
Oh,
whatever you want to give, baby. It's up to you.
Well, it was just kind of like, you just seem like a hater right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
You just seem like a hater right now. You know, you just got out of a relationship. Shit.
Right.
You know?
So you felt like, okay, so you didn't like how she was acting, so it was enough for you to want to end the friendship? Or was your original reason to just tell her how she, give her your opinion, and she took it as a relationship end? You know what I'm saying? Like, was that your intent going into it to be like, I'm not fucking with you no more?
No, it wasn't that. No, okay. That wasn't it. Going into it, it was just to be like, this is what you're doing, and this is how it's making me feel, but...
Right.
You know, she took it that way, and I'm not gonna go back and forth.
Right. So. Okay. I feel like sometimes it is hard to. I don't know if it's hard, but like when you tell somebody about themselves, if they're not ready to receive it, then that's gonna be the that's gonna be what they give. They gonna give like, I don't want to be friends no more, instead of being like, oh, let me correct my behavior or see how I was fucking up or what I did to offend you. But I feel like that's hard for anybody to do. I don't know.
Yeah. Is there any friendships that you let go that you miss? I mean, it don't mean like you necessarily missed them, but you know, at one point the dynamic of the friendship was one way you missed that.
I mean, okay, so I think I can say like back to the question that like I asked you about something that were demoted. Like anybody that I'm not as close with anymore, we've never had a conversation like we ain't cool no more like that. You know what I'm saying? We've never had a conversation just kind of been like,
it just kind of fizzled.
We just don't talk, and we just ain't gonna talk. So it's like, it's not like that. I can like, I mean, I feel like you always miss anybody who brought anything positive into your life in a sense, but
at one point,
right? At one point, but to me, it's like you can't miss something that I guess maybe outgrew its phase, or over time became something that you thought wasn't as healthy. Because like I've had friends that I'm not as close to anymore. And sometimes it ended, and I feel like I'm not fucking with that bitch no more because she did some weird shit, or it just ended like we just not talking.
You know what?
What?
Going back to your first question, yes, I have demoted a friend all the way.
What you mean?
Like I've completely cut ties.
Okay. Only
way that there would be communication would be through our mutual friends.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you felt. Go ahead.
Yeah. So yes, I have. Demoted. And I was just like, that's not a type of friendship that I want.
All right. You know, there's a saying that like sometimes we give men more grace than we give our friends. Do you think that's true? Because I feel like
yeah,
right.
Yeah, absolutely, I do.
Is that because we expect more out of them? Because I feel like I expect more out of my friends than I do a man. So it's kind of like, especially, you should know how to treat me. Like, I don't know.
You're my friend, so you know some of my deepest, darkest secrets.
Yeah.
So I trust you enough to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. And if you, goddamn, I can't trust you, you moving funny.
Yeah. I mean, I do think that sometimes we can't I do think that as women, it is okay to.
Also, I don't know with my nigga at night.
That's true. And I'm not fucking you.
Yeah,
I'm not fucking you. So it definitely is. It's a way different dynamic.
Yeah,
I do feel bad to like in the sense of like I do think that we do that as women. I don't think we should, but it's so weird like how women are friends with each other that there's certain things we can't forgive, even if we can forgive our man for doing it. It's like it's so weird because like women, a man will do something with your friend and you'll cut her off and you'll still be with him. Not me.
No, not me. But
not me. I'll be clear because you cross a certain boundary with me, everybody getting cut the fuck off, and we all got to fight.
Right.
Because my mans, I don't have no friends around me that I think would ever do anything like that.
And those people who have friends, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Listen, I was gonna get ready to talk about some TikTok shit, but. Go ahead, finish.
I think I kind of heard that story. But what I was saying was, I don't got nobody around me who I think would ever do that. But in that case, I will be cutting him off and I will be cutting her off because like now you violating, you disrespecting me, and you felt like that shit was sweet. So if you ever feel like you can touch somebody in my circle, my friends, then it's just like you really don't respect me. Don't shit where you sleep, pretty much. Like you don't go do your dirt. Go do that. Do it somewhere else. You don't do it with my peoples. But yeah, what you gonna say about TikTok?
So, it just be different little TikTok trends where like the girls tell the stories about how they went through their homegirl phone and they found their homegirl texting their niggas, or they went through their boyfriend phone and he texting your best friend.
Right.
I've never, just like how you said, there's not a friend that I feel like I need to go through her, search my name in her phone
to see.
And see what she's saying about me.
Right. That's deep. That's
deep. Because, like, you've never trusted her.
Right. That's deep.
And you are going to cut her off and your nigga. Or you going to keep fuck with your nigga.
Right.
After you cut her off because you never trusted her.
Yeah. And you're looking for a reason at this point.
Yeah.
And I don't want to have to search your phone like I'm fucking you.
Right.
That's deep.
Yeah, like your friend get out the car and I just knew I had to grab her phone and go through. Like, why?
Right. What was on your mind at that point?
Right. That made you want to...
I know that I have boundaries on which I think my friends and my men should operate, and I have boundaries on, like, I don't know, certain. I feel like me and you have had conversations, and I said, like, oh, y'all real,
right?
Y'all chummy, and like you've been like, oh no, it's not like that, because or whatever the case may be. So, do you have relationship boundaries on the aspect of how close your friends and your men should be, and things that you think are and aren't appropriate?
I think that I do have boundaries. More things than boundaries that aren't appropriate for me. Okay. It just depends on. Well, I wouldn't even say it just depends on. It's just that certain things don't bother me.
Okay.
Like,
So what are your boundaries that you do have, or things that you think are not appropriate? Or things that you be like, you just don't want your man to do? Like,
I think that, of course, I don't care if my friends have my man's number or he has their number. That doesn't bother me. But, of course, inappropriate. I don't want to feel like I need to go through y'all messages.
Right.
If I feel like I need to go through y'all messages, that's the issue.
Yeah.
I don't think that you should be comfortable enough around my man to be naked or things like that.
Right.
I think that it's okay to have sexual conversations, but I think there's a limit, a cap on like the extent of the conversation.
Okay.
If it's a general conversation, great, but there shouldn't be
you sharing a whole bunch of stuff about you personally. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can agree with that. I think I have a little more. I do got boundaries, and a lot of stuff just make me uncomfortable, and a lot of things I just feel like are unnecessary to avoid anything that could happen. Because for me, it's just like we all have. Now, I feel like I'm a great judge of character, and I feel like the people that I have in my life, I can trust. But I know there's a lot of other people who thought the same thing, and then that wasn't the case.
Right.
So, to me, I'm always like, let's just avoid this, that, and the third, so we don't have to, for things to happen or to have any kind of.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Any kind of problems. Like, let's just avoid certain things. So for me, it would be like, I just don't feel the need for y'all don't need to be alone. I'm not a like y'all be. Now, it depends. If we live together in a shared space, that is different. If my man lived there and you live there, then of course there may be times when y'all are at the house with just each other. But I'm at the age where that ain't never gonna be happening because I just don't want it to be happening. Like in general, like I just don't want even to have the opportunity for that. Also, like social media. So like I've had conversations with my man. I wasn't gonna put him out. So I was like, let me see in the past. But I've had conversations in general just about having. To me, you can be friends with my friends on social media. I don't really care about that kind of stuff just because I feel like if we go on trips or do things together, we're going to tag each other in pictures and then it's going to be like, I'm just going to follow you because it's just like common, it just makes sense at this point or whatever. So I wouldn't even trip on that. I'm not like, oh, why you following so-and-so? I don't care about that. But I've had content, like to me, you don't need to be replying to stories and stuff. That's not your friend. My friends is my friends. That's how I feel about it. Like my friends, it's not your friends. And I don't need you laughing at too many. Every post you post, you 100 in and laughing and commenting. It's just what's up? What's all the interaction about? You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah. So
like I've had conversations like you way more friendly and chatty than I would be. So let's scale that back a bit because there's not a need for the dialogue. That's not your friend. That's my friend. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, like, y'all don't need to be laughing about jokes. I don't care how funny you thought it was. Like, so for me, because then I know I'm petty. So now I'm 100 and liking stories and being friendly with your friends. And really, I'm not that person. And I really don't want to talk to these motherfuckers. But now I got to be nice because you're being overly nice. And it's not even that I think that you're doing anything. It's just that, like, it's just not necessary. Like, it's just not necessary. Get your own friends' jokes to laugh at. Like, for real. Get your own friends. And I'm like, another thing is like when when I break up with you, the whole family break up with you. We all breaking up with your ass. Like, okay, I feel like now, like I said, there's always a occasion where so-and-so been around for so-and-so, so you might still be social media friends. And I don't care about the little minute stuff. So when I say we break up, I mean, ain't no you still texting my mama type shit when we break up. That's my mama.
Right.
Okay? Me and you broke up because you violated me.
Right.
Y'all not friends no more, you know?
Yeah, no need for the extra dialogue between you and my mama. Absolutely not.
Like, people always trying to like hang around. So like that's like a barrier for me. Like when we break up, we all got to break up.
Everybody got part ways.
Everybody got part ways. I don't want to hear you and so and so still be talking sometimes. Like, bitch, why? I don't even talk to him. He slapped me. You know, we do fucking still. You got that happen. You think I deserve that? You still talking? You know
I agree with you 100%. I agree with you.
So yeah. So I definitely have boundaries in that aspect. I also feel like your friendships with your man, your friendships in general, and your friend, and the things you tell your man. Like sometimes I know that everybody do a lot of pillow talk. Yeah. But I also feel like sometimes you got to watch what you pillow talk.
Absolutely, because your man gonna keep that and take it. He gonna run it through the fucking ground
to the bank.
Okay. Oh, absolutely. It's definitely a cap on pillow talking about your friends with your nigga.
You gotta know what to say him, because if you telling him too much of
your whole friends now, you don't like you around them bitches, they doing too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you have a hard time telling your friends when they're wrong?
No. I'm always gonna give my opinion about how I feel about stuff. Yeah. I'm trying to think like if there's a certain I don't have a problem. No, especially if you ask my opinion. Like if you're telling me some stuff about that's not happen, I'm gonna tell you if I don't agree with you or if I think what you're doing is a bad idea. You still gonna do what you want to do regardless. But I'm definitely always gonna give my opinion. But I do think different people you need to be gentler with, and your approach can't be the same.
That is a fact.
So you can't.
100% agree.
A lot of your friends, you gotta know how to tell them, like certain stuff, because they can't take it, and some people are defensive. So I'm definitely like that.
Facts. Me too. Also, I am a friend that don't try to group therapy me. Do not intervention me. I'm not that girl.
What's wrong with the intervention?
No, I don't. Too many people coming at me at one time, telling me about me. No, I'm prideful.
But you don't look at it as in like this many people care about me.
I understand that, and I'm grateful for that. However, I'm a very prideful person. I cannot take too much of. If it's coming from one person at a time, cool. But everybody at one time trying to give me constructive criticism, absolutely not. Okay. Not too much. Okay. Not too much. Okay. Please salvage the friendship.
I think now what I will say is, while I can tell my friends when they're wrong, sometimes it's hard for me to tell them things that they've done to offend me. Right. Because a lot of times, most of the times, I know the people I'm with, and I know some stuff isn't out of malice, but I also can't let stuff go. So if something happens, I'm going to want to talk about it. Like, even if we don't talk about it right away, the next night if we get drunk, I'm be like, bitch, you know you said, like, because I have to get it. I'm going to get it off my chest as bitch. And yeah, I got to tell you, you did something to offend me. Like, but I know it's always harder for me because I don't ever want to hurt the person's feelings, or if I know that it's coming from something else that they're dealing with, I'm always kind of just like dreading having to have the conversation. But I know I can't sit on it for too long, because I'm gonna have to. That's even in my like regular relationships. Like I gotta tell you if I'm bothered. Like when I'm bothered, like I need to let it out. It can't fester up inside of me.
I think up until recently, I wouldn't say a word. I wouldn't say a thing. Yep. Either we would just not talk as much, or we just probably wouldn't talk as much.
Right.
Like, and I wouldn't be so open with you anymore. I would just kind of like fall back. Do you think that your mom, all the friends your mom said wasn't your friends when you was little, wasn't your friends? Or you still got some of them friends that your mama said?
No, mama ain't really know something about better with my friends though. Like, she ain't never. I know the saying is like, them bitches ain't your friends. My mama never said that about any of my friends.
Damn.
One of my best friends, my sister couldn't stand when we was younger, but she was annoying. She's still annoying. So it's like, she's still that's just who she is.
Right.
Like, but besides that, like, yeah, it was more so my mom is real, like, my mom is just nice. She's a nice person. She tried to pretend like she like rough and tough with her apple puff, but she got a good heart, and she like real non-confrontational, all that stuff. Now my sister, sweet. She used to be the one to tell me, I don't like that bitch. Just like, she would definitely be the one to like be like, yeah, it's a no for me. And
would she be right?
She was always right. I had one friend who she was a friend through a friend.
Right.
My sister knew her through somebody she was dating. My sister knew the girl like separately from us. And I started being cool with the girl. My sister was not effing with it. She was like, because she was around this person when I was dating him, and she knew he was cheating on me. So my sister just wasn't feeling this girl. And now me and this girl don't rock because of something that me and her fell out one time because something happened between her and one of my best friends and me one time. Something happened, and me and her kind of fell out. And then now we really not cool because she lied on me and said something happened that really never fucking happened. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And she's running with the story because she wanted to save her. And I think she thought I was going to tell everybody what happened that night, but I never did because I don't care. Like, you grown, and everybody's situation is grown. So your business is my business. Right. So me and her, I don't fuck with her at all. Like, I don't have no beef, but I don't fuck with her because, like, I heard you said these things, and I was like, girl, that's not what happened. And everybody know how drunk you was that night. So, but we're not going to go there. You know what I'm saying? So my sister had already told me beforehand, like, I don't trust with her. I don't rock with her. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And so, yeah, that situation she was right about. So, I don't know. You got friends that because most of my friends I've had for, like, forever. So,
right. And you moved around a lot when you was younger, so, you know, you didn't.
So when I was a kid, my mama said about any of them girls, I ain't see them next year anyway. So she probably was my friend. I wouldn't know. I ain't find out. I didn't get a chance.
My mom has definitely said that, but my mom has said that off of. So we used to, when we lived in New York, we lived in the projects, and it was this one lady. I'm not gonna say her name, but she used to sit in her window and like watch the kids play outside. And so she swore up and down that my two best friends, they were twins. And she swore up and down that those bitches was the fastest little bitches she ever met. But, like, those was my friends. And so of course, and so she, you know, ran to my mama, you know, your baby be hanging out with them fast-ass twins and they little cousin. And, you know, you need to tell her to stop. My mom sent me to live in South Carolina for a whole school year just to get me away from my friends.
Really?
Yeah.
So where are they now?
They're still in New York, and from time to time I speak to them, and it's cool still.
So was they fast or not? Was they fast or was they hoes? Would they end up being hoes or not?
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. They didn't. I swear they did.
Okay.
That actually was like some like bad and bougie ass bitches last time I see them, and I was like, ooh. Okay, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so I got one more for you before we do street talk, because I know we got some topics in there. Okay. I was gonna ask you. Okay, so I had seen this thing on Facebook or something. The girl had said, she said, "We're too old to be working on friendships. You're either a good friend or you're not."
Right.
Do you believe that?
Yes. At the 30+ club.
Right.
Absolutely. I feel like I don't want to I shouldn't have to tell you how to be a friend.
Right.
You should, at this age, have experienced enough friendships to be able to have a mature friendship and relationship. So yeah, no, absolutely not.
So if you do agree with that statement, then what are qualities in a good friend to you?
What are qualities in a good friend? Someone who I can depend on. Not that I need anything from you, but just as maybe a shoulder to lean on. Mm-hmm. If I need to talk to somebody, my personal therapist, because all my friends, y'all, my therapist, I need that. You know what I'm saying? I need to be able to call you and vent to you about my nigga, and you not try to fuck my nigga or go back and tell my nigga. Right. You know what I'm saying? I just need to be able to trust you.
Right.
And like, if you're not a trustworthy person, or if you move funny, like I'm really nice. I can't have no weirdos in my circle.
Right. I agree with you on that. To me, I'll agree with you on needing somebody to be able to talk to, vent to, being a shoulder to cry on. I also think a quality and a good friend is, I want you to give what I'm giving to the friendship.
Absolutely, 100% agree.
It definitely needs to be equally yoked. I don't ever want to feel like I'm more interested in talking to you or hitting you up or trying to link up if we don't, or whatever. Because now a lot of our friends, it's so crazy, the older you get, like, because we left our hometowns, a lot of our friends don't live where we live at. So I've been in Atlanta almost 10 years, and
it's crazy.
I can count on my hand the friends I made. I don't even know, and it's not a whole hand. It's literally since I've been here. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. I'm grateful that we have each other.
Literally, because baby, it's been a long time. Like, I don't know. Everybody think we down here living a life. We got all. I'm like, child, like, we don't know them people. Okay. We got who we associate with, but it's like friends. So I definitely need to have somebody that I feel like we are both working on our long distance friendship being a long distance friendship. Because like my best friends, we ain't live together. They send my baby stuff all the time. They come down for her birthday parties. I go to wherever state they want to go for their birthdays. Like, it's making an effort to actually see each other, that's pretty much it. Besides being able to depend on them, I don't ever want to feel like, so the last thing I would say for a good friend is, when I say us making the effort, that's all cool, but I don't want to be friends with somebody that if we don't talk for a day, I don't want to be your boyfriend, number 2. And I've had friends where I felt like, girl, like, sometimes I don't want to talk, sometimes I don't want to come over, sometimes, like, just some, not you, I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you, but you get what I'm saying. Like, like, I go through funks. Yes, you do, because I go through funks, but I just don't even be, like, I go through my phases, you know what I'm saying? So like, bro, like, I'm not talking, I'm not texting, bitch, I see you on the ground, we might have sent a meme or two another day, like your story, but I ain't really talk to you, you get what I'm saying? So I don't want nobody to take that the wrong way, because sometimes everybody just kind of need their space. So there's a difference between giving people their space and being smothering and, you know what I'm saying, not giving a fuck about the friendship. So you gotta know how to balance being an adult friend. I'm not your nigga. I will not be on the phone with you every day if I don't feel like it. Like, I don't want to feel obligated to be like, because I had a friend before that was like, girl, why you ain't coming? Well, I ain't talked to you since. And it's like, girl, like,
you are not my man.
We're not doing that. You're not giving up no cootie cat. And if you did, that would be great. You know what I always wanted? I always wanted a friend that was like...
low-key fucking?
Yeah, I always want like a fucking friend. I'm like, like a fucking friend. Like, when I was on
cute.
Tinder...
I like the idea.
Right. When I first got on Tinder, I was like, I want to find a girl that I can go out with. We can get lit. We can fuck. And then,
she don't feel no way about you having your nigga.
Well, not even that. Like, right. That too. Like, she don't feel no way about me having my nigga if I don't. Because at that time, I didn't even have a man. So I wasn't even thinking about, dating somebody. Right. I just mean, she just my friend. And we like to kick it. And then afterwards, we might, like, go, like, go
fix each other breakfast.
Go rub coochies or something. I mean, breakfast is cool, but I was like, breakfast is cool. I meant like going to the bathroom and like, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the club. Like, that's what I meant.
Ooh, that's cute. I like it.
You know what I'm saying? I always wanted a friend that, you know what I'm saying, I could do that kind of stuff with. Because like, you see it on TV and stuff like that. And I was like, is that real? Because I think girls be doing that, but I don't got no friends that I'm that I'm, you know what I'm saying? We fondling and I don't even know. To know me. Right. I don't have no friends that I'm doing that with. So I always
got a friend that want to.
The person you said you cut off as a friend?
No, the one who didn't invite us to the party.
Oh, you so stupid. She been mad at us for a year. She gotta let that hurt go. She gotta let that hurt. Sorry. Dang, my bad, dog. Ooh. We got. You have to.
Okay.
She emotional though. She a Gemini.
She very okay.
She a Gemini.
I know she calling us all type of bitches.
Okay, you're right. She is. She calling us all kind of stuff. That's crazy. I was seeing a little birthday party. I'm like, dang, Taylor wanted some.
Right. Taylor wanted to blow out a piece of candle.
Street talk.
Well, let's get into what the streets are really talking about.
We gotta get a soundboard because I want to be like street talk.
Right.
We gotta get something like. We gotta get a segue because
Yeah, that would be cool. I would love that.
I'm dying to know what the streets is talking about because baby, it's been spicy.
What do you want to start? Is the question.
You know where I want to start. Glow J.
Oh, let's talk about Glow J.
I want to start with Glow J. Because my boy's a wild boy.
At this point, it's made it to the blogs. However, TikTok sensation influencer, Glow J's, he goes around to like homeless people in need, and he gives them money. Like, so this one lady, his homeboy saw her and she was getting ready to head on home after a day of panhandling. And he was like, hold up, my homeboy, he gonna come out here and he gonna bless you.
But now they stage these things, right? They're pretty staged,
yeah,
right?
That's how the stage happened. So he made her. So she went back and sat down. He told her, had a little sign up, everything like that, had her kids out there with her. And so she told her story, and her story is that she was working on getting herself together, and then her dad passed away. And when her dad passed away, it kind of like threw her off her, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now she out there, she doing what she got to do to, have a place for her and her kids. And so, he blessed her at that moment with $500, and then he promised that he would help her get up off her feet and get into an apartment, someplace for her and her kids to have. And so he made a GoFundMe, and the GoFundMe raised a little over $20,000. And when he cashed the money out, first of all, he asked her for her ID, so he can cash the money out. And then when he finally got the money, he only gave her $3,500 of it, and said because he sent her job offers and he sent her, lines of work and stuff,
right?
To that, if she didn't accept it, that she wasn't doing anything, so she didn't deserve the money.
Wow.
I feel like you did that fundraiser for her. You put it in her name. You needed her ID to cash that money out. Whether that lady blew that $20K in one day, 1 week, or whether she actually did something to better her life with that money, you raised that money for her. So it should all go to her, whether she's deserving of it or not.
Agree.
Period. There's no other way.
Agree.
She is not your slave. She don't have to do what you said. You put that in her name.
Yep.
Or you could have, or if you had your own fundraiser, whatever, then it could have been in your fundraiser's name, and then you would have all of the say over it. But because you did it in the name of her and her kids and her family, that's her money.
Yeah. Take them to jail.
Take them.
All right.
Yeah. So, Iman Shumpert, why would he take
He was high.
Over 6 ounces in his book bag.
He was high already. Look at his eyes in that picture. He was high as a kite.
So, even in my highest of highs, I would have rolled that shit up in some goddamn socks because of paranoia
that man
and being
is a
high.
Snack.
He is fine as fuck.
Oh,
and watching him on the shot makes him even more.
But they sexy is so boring. Him and that girl, I'm just
Tiffany.
not Tiffany. I'm just not her. Him and
Well,
Tiff
she's
sexy.
boring.
It's just like real dog. I want to feel that. I want to see like
because he gives very good sex appeal.
Oh my god.
Yes, very much so. Sex appeal.
When they was cutting them scenes together, I was like, I like Jacob Lattimore's scene better than.
But not with the jackhammer. I can't get.
He wasn't fast. He was fast, but they seemed more into it.
Yeah, they were.
That's all I can say. They seemed more into it. He was fast pumping, like really fast pumping, like. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe Darnell was hitting the best. The daddy.
He was. He was doing his thing. I'll tell you that.
Earpiece and all.
I'm so over that fucking earpiece.
I love the earpiece. I love it.
Oh my god,
I love it. It's so funny to me.
So okay, Young Miami is in Italy with the Combs family.
I mean,
living her best life.
Yeah.
I'm here for all of it.
It's a hot girl summer.
I'm here for all of it. You know. So yeah, I love that. Did you listen to Beyonce's new album?
I listened to it on the way over here. I made it through 2 songs.
Cute. I don't even know how many songs it is.
I don't know either, but I didn't put it on until I almost got to Peachtree, so I only made it to 2 songs. From what I heard, it wasn't bad.
Are you okay, honey?
It was like 2 songs, but from what I heard, it wasn't bad.
I've seen so many mixed reviews about it, so I'm just like...
The first 2 songs wasn't bad, but I think also, like, when people expect something out of you, they don't want to like it, even if they do like it. You get what I'm saying? Because I went into it like, this shit about to be whack. I want to hear some ballads. Like, that's how I went into it. Where the ballads
you
at?
know, I didn't listen to it because I'm not super big Beyonce fan.
Young man! Young man!
I'm not a super big Beyonce fan. However... Yeah, so I didn't listen to it. So I wouldn't know. Wouldn't know a thing.
I wouldn't know a thing.
Wouldn't know a thing.
Yeah, they have been mixed reviews about it, but yeah. It wasn't bad so far. So y'all gotta just y'all let us know how y'all feel about the album. Because like Drake's album, like I didn't want that from him, but I also really just didn't enjoy the album. And it was like 3 songs that I liked. And those are the ones that's popping right now, right? Yeah. But Beyonce is like the first 2 is better than Jack's first 2. I can say so. You take what you take what you can get, right? What you can get. I get that. That's our view on that.
Crystal and Neo.
So, what you
tell me more?
Oh, my lantern.
Okay, so I feel like, well, maybe most people don't feel like me, but I feel like going into that relationship and that marriage, we all knew from watching TV previously that he had made his ex-wife get her tubes tied.
Men change.
Ooh. You knew what happened in his last relationship, so you know what I'm saying? We all think they changed. We all want them to change.
But you can't say that because we all do want them to change, but we also all know that men will do right by the right woman.
You're right. If you the one, he gonna do right by you. So I 100% agree with you on that.
But they also say that Neil is addicted to prostitutes. Now, I don't really know how true that is. I was reading that in the comments.
Last time they broke up, he was with the one girl who know how to do the real good splits, and her legs be like, whoop. You don't remember that? Mm-mm. She was doing a split across him while he was sitting on the table. That was the last time. Yeah, the first time she was supposed to file divorce.
He was showing out.
He was.
I personally, only reason I was really even invested in this because I had just watched him on a podcast that I watched. Mm-hmm. And I felt like even though he kept talking about being married, his energy wasn't giving married to me.
You did say that.
Yeah, I don't know why, but like, I just really wasn't shocked by hearing this. And then like, it's also always the public breakups for me. Like, we don't care if y'all break up. Yeah. Like, if you want to leave that man, leave that man. You ain't got to tell us that you're leaving that man.
Right. Krishan Rock said you couldn't pay her $100K to leave her nigga.
Okay, yeah, but that's something totally different. She's a complete fool. She is a complete fool.
She is. She's my favorite on Baddies.
Yeah, because of Slim Pickens. There's no one up there. There's no one up there. Them got to be the most pop, dustiest bitches I ever seen in my life. Talking about baddies. How y'all gonna do an opening to a show and everybody got on sweatpants?
And waist trainers.
Sweatpants and waist trainers.
Oh, and slides.
And slides. I was literally just like, and then Natalie Nunn was squoze up into this one piece, like, outfit that I don't know. I just felt like Zeus always like, it's always like good idea, poor execution.
Right.
Literally, like, I get where these shows was going, but y'all can show more. Like, y'all had a whole episode of them like getting on and off the bus. Like,
the entire episode of them standing around the bus for hours.
Y'all dragged it.
For hours. They literally looked like when they was getting ready to go on the bus, they had just woke up. And so by the time they finally got wherever they was still standing outside the bus at night.
Yeah. Yeah, child. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah. I was talking about Neil. But Krishan, she makes the show personally because, like, she's annoying. I find her annoying, and I think if I was there, I'd probably find her annoying. Really? But, yeah, absolutely.
I probably would, too,
and me being there with her, like, talking and doing so much and being Billy Badass. I'm like, because all them hosts are pretty much scared of her. And I wouldn't be on that same energy, so...
Yeah, I get that. 100%.
It just be what it was. Yeah. So, yeah. Anything else?
Yes. Mystical arrested for first-degree rape,
false
imprisonment, and simple robbery. Plus more, etc. ECT.
Danger!
Okay, he said it.
The nigga right here. Sing it.
Now that was a big
word. No more. Man, dang, miss.
Now,
what's wrong?
That's the one. That's one of the ones that I probably, it's just like, well, no, it's not like fucking.
What you gonna say? Oh, come on. We not going back down there. We not going back down there. We not going back down the R. Kelly slope.
Well, Joycelyn got engaged to him.
That has nothing to do with us. It has nothing to do with us. Now, as a Mystical, this is his fourth time, I think, getting arrested.
Fourth time.
Yeah, so it's just like...
First, how did he keep getting off with it? Are they dropping their chart? Like...
It's just alarming that you continually sexually assault women and it's just not enough.
Yeah.
Like, and some people just gotta be locked up for real. Some people really just need to be locked up and then that's just it.
Yeah.
Just throw away the key because it's time to throw away the key on that one. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Please. At this point.
Speaking of throwing away the key, I'm playing. I was gonna talk about Pastor Whitehead, y'all.
Oh. Go ahead,
Pastor Whitehead.
Because you said it first when we were talking about it.
I will say that pastor was robbed. I think it was like $90,000 or something like that with a jury, him and his wife. And now from what we can see on the camera, the men come in, hold a gun to him. He tells the congregation to get down. Everybody gets down. Him and his wife are the only ones who gets robbed. Then pastor said that they held a gun to his 8-month-old baby's head. That was his take on what had happened. Now, Larry was not feeling this event. So he started talking about it was fake, pretty much, and cracking jokes about it.
Right.
Pastor hops on live with him and somebody else and starts to go in, call them all kind of F-bombs. It rhymes with maggot, calling them fat this, Biggie, not so Biggie Smalls that.
Right.
And the words were just flying. Was he accurate in being upset if the robbery was real and there was a gun held to his child's head? Would I have been offended? Absolutely. But for you to be a leader of anything, I don't care. It was too much. You said too much. You did too much. And if you was hurt, you shouldn't have got online. And yes, everybody's human. But once again, this to me is a prime example of why people, and especially younger generations, are not into church. Just because the things that we're seeing is like, I'm supposed to go to church and let you lead me. Look what you're doing with your own life.
Right.
That's how you feel about
I feel
people?
like you're a pastor. You're always supposed to take the high road. Mm-hmm. Whether you're offended or not, you are a pastor. You lead a congregation. And if that's what you think leading is, I would never want you to lead me anywhere.
pretty much was calling him abomination.
You leading me straight to hell.
Called him abomination, and the Bible says that you're not supposed to be gay and all this other stuff. So it's just like, yeah, for me, I just wasn't with it. I get why he was upset. And he has all right to be offended. Right. But it's like, you got to know some discussion and you got to know a boundary. You don't know what to say enough is enough. Yeah. Because enough was enough.
Absolutely, I 100% agree.
Enough was enough. It was too far. Just like Kim Burrell, because she got on stage and she, baby.
Oh, honey. She talked about what was up under people's hats.
PPP loans, light bills, being ugly. And I know she ain't the beacon of ugliness of telling people whether they ugly or not.
She is definitely not the prettiest crayon in the book.
So... Child, yes. That was my add-in that I wanted to add on the street talk. So Absolutely. You let me know what the street talk about, then we can just wrap this up and move on because
let's wrap it up then. Because that's all the streets had to talk about for this week.
Well, it was juicy. Yes, I like
that. It was.
And speaking of juicy,
okay.
We talked about us having boundaries with our friends and our significant others, and we think it's inappropriate. So, what about when your man tells you he has a female friend? What are the boundaries? Are there boundaries? Are there things that you've accepted that you ain't really cool with? I want it all.
I definitely think that there should be. I feel like once you get in a relationship, your female friends, because I have male friends, should respect your relationship. Fall back. Like, I see you with your girl now, like, you know what I'm saying? Just fall back. And, like, there are friends currently that my partner has that it's just like, okay, cool. But then there's some friends you just be like, what the fuck?
What's going on here?
Like, y'all way too, like...
Chummy.
And it makes me uncomfortable. For sure.
That's a big deal. I feel like any time that your spouse has a friend of the opposite sex, it needs to be some sort of introduction, comfortability, all that around the situation. Because I used to be a no female friends. Like, you can't have none. I'm not for it, And growth has taught me that you can't have female friends. But can you? Because a lot of the times... it's like one of y'all is waiting for the other one to drop the ball and be like...
For me...
So, I don't know. I've done it, and I wasn't comfortable with it. So, now that I'm doing it again, I find myself being more like, it's a no for me, shut it down. You know what I'm saying? In certain situations. Because, I dated somebody in the past where he had female friends that he was way too chummy with. Like, female friends that you've had sex with staying at our house. Mm-hmm. I played that game. I played that game before. So now, because I pushed myself to a limit of being so uncomfortable,
you never want to be.
I never want to go back there again. Because I was like, I wasn't comfortable doing it in the first place, and I only did it because I was challenging myself to think differently, really. Because I'm just like, I want to have a different viewpoint. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the problem. I was in that aspect in my head. So then I did it. And then I was like, no, I'm still not comfortable. Why we here alone and she here too? We chilling. It's just us. And what's she doing here?
Cramping the fucking style, honey.
Keep cramping the style.
Yes.
So I feel like they should definitely be boundaries. And here's another thing. Men always be, was she gay? That don't mean nothing. I don't care. I don't care.
That means absolutely.
Gay bitches take dick. Studs get pregnant.
I was about to say. Oh my God, absolutely. Like, that means nothing to me. I don't care if she's gay. I don't give a fuck if she dressed like a nigga.
I don't care. What's up underneath that thing there?
Okay.
If it's anything that I know that you're remotely interested in, I have an issue with it.
Yeah.
I have an issue with it. If I'm uncomfortable. If I feel like when you're around her, the energy's different or the energy shift or because some people got female friends where y'all just way too close to me. And
I don't want to come home from work and y'all both laying on the couch in the dark.
Come on.
Watching TV.
What's all happening?
Y'all getting high, watching How High.
What's all happening?
Fridays. Absolutely.
I done came home and been off work, and this is not currently. Let's be clear. He had her out on the motorcycle, on the back of his motorcycle with my helmet on.
With your helmet on?
With my helmet, taking her for rides through the city. So
let me would have seen it.
So I'm just like the friendship thing. You gotta be very clear and set boundaries. She shouldn't be calling you at certain times in the morning. If it's 7:00 in the morning, why is she calling your phone? If it's 12:00 at night, why is she calling your phone? Because I'm always looking at stuff like, if I do it, it's gonna be a problem, and I'm gonna do it because you did it. Because I say all the time, I'm a little petty.
And get my lick back.
I'm not even a lick back. I just feel like men don't learn until they feel it. And any man I ever been with, I had to make them feel it. Unfortunately, I don't want to have to make you feel it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like a lot of times they don't learn until it's like, oh, okay, so you thought that was cool? Okay, bet.
Well, let me show you.
Let me show you. Now I gotta be petty when I really don't even want to do that. You can just act right. So I just feel like you gotta set a boundary when you enter a relationship with the women who are around you and let them know like this is not appropriate anymore. But as a woman, you should know that.
Right.
You should know that.
Especially because you know how you feel when your significant other friends is around, of the whether you gay or not, same sex, opposite sex, you know that they're attracted to this type of person.
Right.
Like you know that there should be a boundary.
Right.
A period. That's just one of the things. Yeah.
Child. Yeah.
Okay, so also I've seen a lot of people talking about don't roommate with your friends. How do you feel about that?
I just said that. I said at this point I wouldn't do that.
At this point, yeah. We're 30 plus. Come on.
Yeah, I mean that's the only perspective I can speak from. No, but no, I mean in general. Listen, it all goes back to like who you think your friends are and how the people that you make your friends. Now, I've roommated with my friends and moved people in and moved out and moved in with my man and his friends. I've done it every way you can think about it. So, I mean, it's not impossible. It's just like you just gotta know how to trust who to trust. But I definitely don't want my man and my best friend both working from home and I'm going to work every day.
Oh, absolutely. What the fuck do you think this is?
Everybody working from home.
Right, y'all.
You making breakfast and coffee every morning.
Okay, y'all sitting on the same ends on the opposite ends of the counter and y'all think y'all in the cubicles and shit.
Now y'all got a routine.
Popping popcorns and laughing at each other fucking work problems and shit. Y'all got insiders. I'm so fucking losing.
The one day I'm off during the week, I throw the routine off.
Right. Everybody uncomfortable now because I'm here. I'm sitting in the middle of the table with my coffee like, what y'all do? How's work, guys? And y'all both like, this bitch.
I done blew the whole vibe. Like you know what I'm saying?
Oh, no.
It can happen, but I don't know. You want to roommate with your man and your eyes. And
that's their personal business. Whoever want to do that at this tenor, no. Now, all through my 20s, I've had roommates and I've lived with my friends and all of that stuff. And I've never had issues. Right. Now, these people I'm seeing it from is younger females.
Right. But even when I was young, being young don't give you an excuse to be grimy.
Yeah. So. Well, what I'm saying is because we're not at that age where we want to live with our friends.
Right.
So when I was in my 20s, like, I always want to live with my friends. Like, it's a fucking big-ass slumber party every night.
Right.
Fuck, man, this bitch got high every night. We watched fucking...
You turned me into an alcoholic.
No, I did not.
You did.
Maybe.
Look how I done sip my cup.
Okay, but listen, I came from college. You had already left and, you was living your grown-up life. I am, coming into I left college at 24. I should have been out 3 years prior. Like, so you know what I'm saying?
No comment.
I literally left college late. Also, I took a year to go to cosmetology school, so a year and a half. So,
okay,
cool. So, yeah, it's like I just came fresh from college. Duh. Wake up. You ready to take shots, bitch? Come on.
Okay, so you wouldn't do it. You just wouldn't do it now.
Right. I would do it now. Fucking have no issue with it.
Oh, you would live with your friend and
oh yeah. No. Look at you ready to say some names.
And your man?
No, not now. Not in this space.
No, would you? And now I don't care what space is in.
Oh yeah,
in a different space.
No, I wouldn't.
Would you do it? I just don't want. I just don't feel the desire to. Now, I also got a baby too though, because if I didn't have Taylor, maybe my mindset would be a little different. But now, actually, you know what? I realize living with people that I don't like living with people. I don't even like living with my nigga. Like, I mean, he just there. He pay the rent and stuff. No, for real. I just realized, like, I want them people, like, we can grow old together and you got your own space. I realized, like, I don't want to end up being, you know how them old folks get old and they got their own rooms? I feel like I'm going to be that lady because I'm so, like, nitpicky and, like,
I can see that.
I feel like being, like, I don't like picking up after people, and living with a man is like having 2 kids. You still gotta pick up after them. Like, it's exhausting.
I would say if Diamond came here on like, you know, travel for her job, I wouldn't mind. Wouldn't bother me.
But that's different for travel on her job.
For 13 weeks.
If her man wants to move in for 2 years, both of them, because he come with her. So not no hypothetical just job. That's totally different because you know eventually
it is different. You know what I'm saying? This is living. If we had a house, that'd be different because we could have our own living quarters.
Space. Yeah,
right. But in a tight ass apartment, like absolutely not. No.
It's just a lot. I want to live how I want to live, and I don't want to ask somebody to clean up. I don't want to have to I've done it in 18 different ways, and I just realized like I'm straight on it. Like it's cool. Yeah. Like living with your boyfriend is cool because you want them around, because you want the cuddles and the hugs and the love and the attention and all that stuff. But it's the other side of like, nigga, you leave that toilet seat up. Like it's all of that. Like I'm.
Right, I get it.
So I can see me now being 60. Like. Enough. Enough. You got to move down the hall. I had enough here. So yeah. I was gonna wrap up our segment for today and let them know, like, you know, a synopsis. You got anything else on friends and friendship? Because it can be tough. You know what I also want to say? Yeah, so do you think that it's hard to find friends now that you're older?
Yeah, because now I don't trust nobody.
Yeah. Like a woman scorn.
Yeah, social media era, you see these other people. Everybody got a story time now.
Yep.
And everybody's story time is, you know what I'm saying? My homegirl went through her phone.
Yeah.
I went through my man's phone. Like, it's just hard.
And I just think it's harder. Go ahead.
Also, I feel like people who followed me on social media for a while always think that I lived this certain lifestyle, and then they get here and then they realize that
you're boring.
Yeah. And it's just like, so you really only wanted to hang out with me for aesthetics.
Right.
You thought I was going to be fun.
Right.
And then you realize I'm boring, baby.
Right.
You don't want to hang out with me.
I definitely think since we older, we are definitely more skeptical. And it's just like, I gotta do this friendship like a whole relationship. I gotta get to know you, like how you want to be friends, like how you want me to tell you stuff. I wouldn't mind having more friends.
Right,
like,
absolutely.
That'd be cool. I'm not against having more friends. I just know that like I'm not going out of my way to be friendly with bitches, and bitches ain't friendly. Also, like, I don't have time to be a mean girl with you. I don't want to be a mean girl. Like, I don't want to, like, we could be catty and tell jokes. I want to joke on motherfuckers all the time. That's one thing. But I don't want to sit around and talk about people with you all day. I don't want to be a negative Nancy.
Yes.
It just says I just don't want to do. I don't want to go on the scene with you and perpetrate. Like, I just don't want to do it.
Yeah, I don't want to. That misery really love company, and I just don't want to be a part of it. Yeah, I don't want to be a part of it. All right, one more thing.
Okay.
How do you feel about girls' trips? You know the saying
Wait, Miami?
Right, you go to Miami, you lose your friends.
I done been to Miami several times and lose my friends, and my birthday, that motherfucking
Last year.
That penthouse, that thing was so nice.
It
was beautiful. That was
2021 last year.
We put the coin on that, but it was. I can't believe we paid for that. I mean, not like that. But what I'm saying is, and now I mean, damn,
that
wasn't cheap
at all,
and everybody paid it, and it was
without an issue. Yeah, on time.
That's what I mean. I'm like, I can't believe we paid for that, and it was like we paid for it, we got it, we all like, yeah, like
that. Just that one night, but we got over it because I was like, y'all bitches not gonna make fun of me. I couldn't take the jokes because I was already drunk and high.
We was making fun of you?
Yeah, in the car because when we got to Fort Lauderdale. We couldn't figure out nothing to eat, and y'all bitches was talking shit, and I was like, yeah, y'all got me fucked up. I ain't fucking with none of you bitches.
That's hilarious. I didn't know that happened. So you must have been too mad because I don't even remember you being mad.
I was mad. I ain't talked to y'all until we got pizza.
Oh, that wasn't long. But yeah, I'm okay with I've taken my friends to Miami. I've been to Miami a couple times.
Absolutely.
And I ain't never had no issues.
A great time every time I go to Miami with my friends.
I will say it's different. It depends on who you going on a trip with.
I definitely feel like you got to know your friends.
You got to know your friends, and I do believe and you got to know everybody's role on the trip because, like, I don't mind. So, okay, we went to California, and Diamond asked me, did I enjoy myself? And I was like, it was okay. But she's like, well, I wanted you to have a good time. I want you to enjoy yourself. But the difference is, that was me with your friends. And I felt like I became the person that I don't want to be on the trip. I'm not the planner. I don't want to look up restaurants and shit like that. And I'm like, why the fuck am I doing this? Like, this is not fun. I'm not that person. Right. So when I go on trips with my friends, like my Aries sister and one of my Aries best friends, they motherfucking planning to the T. So I ain't never until we got to worry about it. So on this trip, I was just like, don't nobody know what, you don't know what nothing to eat. So that was probably the only trip where I was like,
yeah,
because I felt like my role was different, but it wasn't an issue with money. Like, and that's a big thing that these girls be having. So it wasn't like I felt like bitches don't want to give me my money for the Uber. Like, I'm quick to be like, somebody else called Uber anyways. I'm not, that's definitely that bitch. Like, I done called two. Somebody better call another one. We gonna be standing here.
Right, yeah. Yeah,
You think about girls trips?
I don't have no issues on girls trip. I do know, typically I'm the planner.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, yeah, you did look up a lot of stuff on that trip, and I knew that shit was blowing your shit. Okay? But yeah, Diamond was like, well, if y'all come back now, I know everything is open now. So if y'all come back, I know where to take you guys.
I definitely want to go back though.
Yeah, I love LA.
I'm trying to think. Like, yeah, and then I also
everything was really, it wasn't really open, so we didn't really get to.
We didn't get to. I still had fun though. I mean, we did some stuff, so
great time.
And
I do it again.
I've done it again. We have fun. We have fun out there, but I ain't never really had girl trip issues. But I get it once again. All of this, like this girl trip thing, really wraps up our whole segment. Like with the friends, you just gotta know who your friends are. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
At this age, even if you're younger than us,
let me say this:
know who your friends are.
I will pocket watch on a trip. I don't give a fuck. I've never had the issue where I noticed that motherfuckers didn't want to pay or, wasn't paying.
Right.
Or anything like that. But I will pocket watch just because I feel like that be the most of the horror stories is.
Right.
Such and such didn't want to pay or.
But I feel like before you get there, the people that's already about to be funny with their money. You can tell from getting the tickets, from booking the Airbnb. So you can always tell where it may go left at. So like I said, I'm grateful that I haven't had too many of those experiences. If I had, I don't really quite remember because I travel with all the same people most of the time. And anytime we go out the country, we usually get an all inclusive. And other than that, I've had the same friends, so it ain't really been no issue. But.
Right.
I feel like you're not stupid, and you know your friends. You know your friend who always act funny with money. You know your friend who always want to drink but don't want to put it on a bottle.
Right.
Yep.
That's a fact.
You know who do what. You know who smoke. You know who swear they don't smoke hookah but always smoke hookah.
Yeah.
Bitch, always got the hookah. I thought you ain't smoke because you definitely didn't put it on this $75 hookah because you know they $75 down. But something, you know what I'm saying?
That friend who don't have no money who always asking, so is they gonna get the bottle? Is
right.
They gonna do this? Is they gonna do that? And it's just like.
Now we definitely had some times going out though with friends that, you know, going out to clubs and stuff like that. That's definitely been a.
That's been a fucking time. Okay, yeah. Listen. I lose a friend over shit like that. I feel like everybody know how I feel when it's time to go out and go to a club.
You know what?
And
go ahead. No,
say it.
No, I was gonna say, you know what? We can make this we'll do a whole Atlanta segment. We could do like a whole to do, shouldn't do. We'll do that for y'all because I feel like a lot of times y'all be having the game fucked up when you come down here. Yeah. We need to give y'all a list of what to be prepared with, what to do's, don't, things that have happened to us, what you can and can.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll come back to y'all on the going out in Atlanta stuff, especially with females, even males. Yeah. We definitely got some tips for y'all on that as well. Yeah. So for this week, we just want to tell y'all that keep your friends close and your enemies closer. No, I'm kidding. I want to tell y'all, you know who your friends are, you know who to trust and who not to trust.
Right.
And play accordingly. You're not stupid. Go with your instincts. If you feel like she a shady bitch, she's probably a shady bitch. Whatever you feel, most of the time is the truth. Go with your gut. Don't get played. Don't be stupid. Don't take no bitch back to be your friend after she done violated you 7, 8, 9, 19 fucking times, and you keep bringing her back around the block and you want a different result. It's not gonna happen.
Ain't gonna happen.
Okay. So that said, we're gonna move on and do vibes or nah.
What's the vibes? Tell me what
and
the
this is from last week. This is from last week. I'm going to ask y'all this. I'm going to ask y'all, and then we'll get the results, and I'll tell y'all know how it go. So, the question is, vibe or nah? Is it okay to have sex with someone your friend has already had sex with? And I don't mean a relationship. I just mean purely sex. Talking and all that other stuff, y'all can get into all that in your head if you want to. Is it okay to have sex with someone your friend has already had sex with? We tell y'all if it's a vibe or not next week. Because we talked about it last week that, there may have been some run-ins. We may have had a run-in a time or two.
Maybe.
So let us know what y'all think about that.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to wrap it up with some girl chat? Because we told them last week that we was going to give them girl chat this week.
We did.
We can just hold off if you want.
Come on, what you want?
We can just hold off if you want. We can hold off if you want. All right, y'all, let's do a little girl chat.
Girl chat it up.
Y'all, it is the summertime, and me and DeJa have not been outside this summer.
All I know is August.
It's August.
It's August. So we're going to go outside this month.
Okay.
I'm not going to bullshit. I'm not going to be like, where'd it go? I just want to stay in the house because I have been an in-the-house bitch. But also, I love a good tan. And I feel like I'm white. I'm still pale.
Okay. You overdue for a tan.
Right. And why haven't we been drunk as fuck yet? You know what I'm saying?
We've been drunk.
I do want to lose a little weight, so I get, why we don't drink often.
We've been lit just on podcast days. That's probably about it.
Right.
But we haven't really been outside but also I feel like we told y'all before, we were transitioning. So now that we done transition, we gotta stack some motherfucking bread for our transition because y'all not paying us for this podcast yet. So we doing this in our free time.
Free time. You heard it free.
So, free time. So, I feel like we ain't been outside because we've been
trying to get
some motherfucking money.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Outside is fucking expensive. Minimum $300.
Right.
$5 fucking with us.
Okay. And so, I feel like we definitely can change that. We got a month left in summer. Y'all can let us know what y'all been doing this summer because we ain't really been doing nothing.
I want to. So, this month, what I wanted to do, and I was going to call you and tell you about this.
Okay,
but I always forget to mention it. We need to be outside.
Okay.
Well, first, let's wake up, have us a cup of coffee, a little.
Okay. There you go.
First, we need to get in the gym.
Okay. Coffee and gym?
Absolutely. You gotta get your caffeine up. Niggas be in the gym
drinking no coffee.
Okay, we go to the gym and watch those motherfuckers drink Red Bulls and Bangs.
Just tell me your plan.
What the fuck?
I'm not gonna shut it down.
So we go to the gym. If you want to just eat an egg instead of fucking coffee,
okay,
cool.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Then I do something else afterwards to wake up.
Right. And then
I don't know what y'all think.
whatever works for you, baby. And then we you know what I'm saying? Either we catch some sun and then go out, or we take naps and go out.
No, I can't take naps. I think we gotta do let's do a whole day though. But let's do like a whole fun day.
We should do a whole fun day. Great.
Yeah.
We should do 1 to 2 business days. But
that's different. We talk about that later.
Right.
Well, that's not for our summer plans.
Okay.
Right. They don't want to hear about our planning. Activity. They want to hear about us getting out in these streets. I am going to Arizona for Labor Day, and
that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it is gonna be fun. Anyways, somebody was invited, but she don't like to go on trips with us. So,
whoa. Did we not just talk about getting our money right?
But that was something. I mean, that's totally different from saying
because if that wasn't the issue, I would be there.
I'm just saying. We all know about it. We all know now. We just saying.
Ooh.
So
I'm not here to change people's opinion.
Okay, therapy. That's what it sounds like. I'm not here to change people's opinions of me. Okay. I am going to Arizona for the summer. For Labor Day. I'm going to Arizona for Labor Day. If y'all know any places out there for us to do anything, I had a dream we was there already. I had a dream last night that we was already in Arizona, and I didn't make any of the rest. I think I was having anxiety because I feel like I was behind.
I really wanted to go on.
Really, I really hope it's fun. To be honest, me and it's supposed to be going to this Chris Brown concert sometime this month, but I'm pretty sure we're probably not going to go anymore. So I don't really got much to catch up on, y'all, because ain't nothing happening. Ain't nothing to chat about.
Yeah,
we just been out here trying to get it. We ain't.
No,
I don't think I've been anywhere. I haven't been anywhere since Houston.
Anywhere since Saloon.
I did go out the other night to the basement on Edgewood, and they had a little it was a Beyonce an album release. So they had a little, I guess it was a rave. It was really fun in there. But I realized that when you in white spaces, white people are a little more comfortable with being rude.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I felt like because we were in a white space, it was real brush past you, real shoulder heavy, and I really wasn't feeling you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Really wasn't feeling the
energy,
the male energy. It's kind of like all the white boys just brushing past you, elbowing you, and it could be because everybody was lit. You know what I'm saying? And
they definitely.
I know they'd be lit in there, so I was really trying to not take it there. And then they also, spots like that, it's not for black people. So, of course, they didn't have no Reposado. They didn't have no Hennessy. You know what I'm saying? So, I was drinking Blanco. So, you already know I was 8 sheets in the wind by the end of the night. But, yeah, it was a good time. But we definitely gonna go out. We're going to do some fun girl shit to tell y'all about. Because I feel like we ain't have nothing exciting going on in a while. At least we got shit to talk about. We just don't got nothing to talk about with our own personal lives.
Right. Sad. Gotta do more. Gotta do something about that.
We gotta do better. We sorry, y'all.
Right. But also, it's always fucking raining.
It's raining right now. If y'all hear the thunder in this episode,
please.
We had to keep shooting. So just take it. Just take it like it is.
Yeah. I still love y'all.
Well,
that was it for Girl Chat. Next time we'll have something fun to tell.
Okay. Hopefully, God willing.
God willing.
Well, let's wrap it up then.
Okay, wrap it up then.
All right, y'all. We love y'all. We'll see y'all next time. And this has been
another episode of Such a Fucking Lady, the podcast.
Peace.
Such a Fucking Lady.